Hey guys, it's Squid. Welcome to the channel. So we might have things figured out. I'm not really sure. That app last night screwed up my entire computer. Um, it was like it was frozen, but it wasn't. You know how when you're supposed to click on links, like I appreciate everybody's help. I got frustrated with people last night. I love you guys, but I know what I'm supposed to do and I know how things are supposed to work, but they weren't working. Like it's that app screwed up my computer so bad. Discord was not even working. I worked with Captain Kern afterwards and I'm like trying to share my screen and Discord is not even sharing my screen properly. So like it was so like it was like I knew what was supposed to happen and it just wasn't because it wasn't working. Like so it's like it's one of those like I know it was supposed to happen because even Captain Kurt, I love him and I'm like I know what you're talking about. I know what I'm trying like I know what you mean, but it's not working. It was almost like the stream itself was live, but the entire app was frozen. Like nothing could share, like I couldn't click on anything, I couldn't switch things around, like nothing worked. Like except the go live. But it wasn't even the right system because Streamlabs is confusing like that. Then when we finally got into the right talk studio, um, the site Streamlabs site itself screwed up my camera, where my camera was not only sideways, but it was like right in here. And apparently, if you go on a lower resolution, like you could only see this. And it was like, that's not what we need. That is not what we need this morning. So it was like we got that figured out, and like it was, yeah, it was it screwed up everything to the point where I had to like make sure all the files from Streamlabs were off my computer. It was like, oh my god, like, oh my god, it was absolutely crappy. So we're gonna see if this actually works. Yeah, good morning. I get the frustration. Yeah, it was like it just like I know how it was supposed to work and like you know when you hover over something and you see the little hand and you know that there's a link there and if you click it's supposed to do something. Well, I would click and nothing would happen. And it was like the things that would happen were like delayed by like 30 seconds. Nothing was right. Like and it was just yeah. And it was just like it was a nightmare. How is everybody doing this morning? uh it's not y'all's fault. It's just that like I there's a difference between okay, like I'm not great with technology, but I know enough to know when something's supposed to work and it doesn't. I just don't know why it's not working. Like I even had to uninstall Discord last night. I was using the Discord desktop app instead of the site. I had to uninstall that because for some reason, yeah, it was reminiscent of, for those of you who have been with me for a while, this is the mic I have now, and Elgato Wavelink. Before that, I had the one that I let the little play with, the Yeti Blue. When I had this one, for some reason, every once in a while, not consistently, this mic would make StreamYard think that I needed every ounce of memory on my computer to operate it. And it for some, and I couldn't figure it out. All of a sudden, like StreamYard wouldn't share things and all of that fun stuff. But no one could figure out. IT Goatee had logged into my computer and was trying to like mess with stuff. And it was like he couldn't understand why it was doing what it was doing. So I know when the IT guys are looking at my stuff like, huh? I know it's not a me thing. It's a, this is rare. That mic was used it's a certain app, Logitech G Hub app. And it's it would use the Logitech G Hub app, and when it did that, I could not. When I opened it, that's when it would cause a problem. So I'd have to uninstall it, restart my computer, delete all the files that it put on anything, clear all the cache, and then it would work again. But the minute I opened that app to try to change the settings on my microphone and my camera, it would screw up again. So like certain things don't like my computer, and we don't understand why. Like, wait, what? Like, oh, people, I missed something in chat. Enjoyed your Saturday. Oh yes, I have. Okay, we're gonna work on how to share things. Awesome. I mean, they already did. They already did with their update when they added Apple Intelligence, which is kind of cool, but kind of funky in the same sense. So I am going to open my videos and see if I can show you some of the photos that I took from Friday night. And I didn't take a lot, because, well, I didn't take a lot. Let's put it that way. Oh, and for those of you who know that I was making a canopy for the little, this is how it ended up. Let's see. Share screen. Let's see if this works today. Screen. Understand. Oh, there we go. It is working like it's supposed to. This is her bed. Oh, if it'll share. Oh, there we go. Okay. So change of things. It shares on the side, and then I have to share it to actually show it on stream, which is good because then I can review it. StreamYard just automatically shows it. Just automatically shows it on its own. So I used some. I didn't put them on the Amazon list because I needed them when I needed them. But it costs me about $20 for each set of things. So 20, 40, 60, 80, about $90. So it was more than a canopy, but I can change it whenever I want. I can change the colors out. I can remove the blue. I can, so, and then I tied these parts back. Right now I'm tying them back with, I'm ghetto shoelaces and shoelaces in a garbage bag. Let me see if I can change the photo and show you what the inside looks like. So this is where this is what it looks like. Oh, I like this one so much better. So StreamYard, I had to stop sharing, change my photo, reshare. So we're trying to test the differences and like what's easier, what's, Hey Melon, and hey, I'm sorry I didn't say hi to everybody. I just got straight to it. Needs a little rainbow rug to match. Yeah, and I do have I don't remember, and I apologize for not remembering. I am not. Hopefully. Like I am not. I'm not trying to do that today. That was a strictly Spawn thing. Yeah. I did take my medication early so that if I did, and these are just Easter clips. So these are just little clips that I use to keep it in place. So, but there's another picture. Oh, this is so much more convenient because I can hide on the stream. I can change the picture and I don't have to reshare the entire screen. And then this is what the other side looks like. So that's what the other side looks like. So And then we have this. So I did put another one on the Amazon list because I forgot about the fact that her closet light is on the outside of the door. This is the double switch. I put a single switch on there so they match. So, yeah, a little girl's dream bed. The goal is that she stays in it longer. I'm not sure right now. There's more built into Streamlabs for half the price. StreamYards, they raised to $46 a month, $45.99 for the basic, like, paid plan. The lowest price paid plan is $45.99. That, to me, was outrageous. This, yeah, I know. I'm still getting used to it. Luckily, I don't have any camera or pictures that I don't have any pictures that are, weird like that. So I don't take pictures like that, if you know what I mean. She needs we have on the other side, is to the left of her bed is a bookshelf and her dresser. So, but I did add this. So it's hey, Rainbow Pickle. God, I love that name. Hey. Rumor sites state that Apple OS redesigns are to make the interfaces look and operate similar to the Apple Vision Pro. Why do I want that shit on my Mac or iPhone? I don't fucking know. I don't know. Oh, and Dad, the little threw a temper tantrum last night because she wanted to FaceTime you at like 9 o'clock at night. And it was like, no. You want to FaceTime Grandpa?
Yeah.
Okay, get your iPad. Hey, inappropriate. Yeah, I don't take pictures that are inappropriate. The most inappropriate picture I have is a pair of shoes while they're on my feet, and that's because I wanted to show my mother what they looked like. You want to FaceTime Grandpa?
Yeah.
We will see if he answers. There's no guarantee he's going to be able to answer, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so if he does not answer, you cannot get mad. Okay? Okay. There you go. Like, yeah, it would have been fine. However, we need to I'm trying to work on boundaries with her, and we can't FaceTime everybody anytime we want. Back in my day, we had cassette tapes. Back in my day, we used to record the radio. So it's, yeah. We used to record the radio. I remember those days. I'm not that young. You need to get rid of stuff that doesn't fit your kids anymore. I'm working on it. I'm going through stuff. I do have a pickler triangle for sale. I need to list it on Facebook Marketplace and try to get rid of it. Oh, and yesterday, oh my God, freaking Walmart delivery. Remember the conniption I had and the issue that I had with the guy not being able to find my house? So yesterday, I was supposed to get a delivery at like 3 o'clock, between 3 and 5. It said it was delayed, but all of a sudden the app said your order has been delivered. I looked out, there's nothing. So I'm like, okay, let's ask Walmart for help. It said it was ordered, or they said it was still delayed. It wasn't delivered yet. And I'm like, fine, okay. And Mr. Squid goes, okay, there's a car in the driveway. I think they're here. I ordered 19 items. I ordered all my groceries for the week. Bread, bananas. We have strawberries out the rear end right now. I have like 6 pounds of strawberries to eat this week. But it's one of those issues where the only things that arrived were 2 frozen pizzas, which were not frozen, and a thing of Philadelphia cheesecake, the little cheesecake thing, the cups, and some whipped cream for her strawberries. Those are the only things that I ordered, like $90 worth of stuff. Those were the only 2 bags. Oh my God. And they weren't cold. Like, oh my God. And I'm like, oh, like I'm on like customer service, and I'm like, y'all need to like figure out, y'all are a $1 billion company. You need to stop hiring workers that aren't even worth minimum wage. And I understand that the delivery drivers are the third party like Spark drivers and stuff. But like, y'all gave him my stuff and it was already thawed and warm, and you didn't give it all to him. Like, oi. Hey, Roslyn, how are you? Great stream yesterday. That was hilarious. Oh yeah, and I forgot to ask Rogue how long the spring was. My Giphy broke. Well, it didn't break. Somebody wanted to play with the spring, and the spring disappeared. But my Giphy broke. So all I have is the little. If y'all didn't know, Rosalind does the Giphy Awards, and she had some award nominees yesterday. If you don't know what a Giphy is, it's a go F yourself. It's hilarious. Oh my God. So, yes, stream was epic. It was hilarious. Oh my God. It was so much fun. Like, I was on my phone in the rain, so like I couldn't pay as much attention as I wanted to, but it was hilarious. Like, absolutely hilarious. Jay is so much fun. Like, so if y'all haven't checked that out. So this is weird. Okay, we've not had a problem like yesterday. Like, things are actually working as they're supposed to. But I will attempt to show you some of the things that I saw on Friday. If you've never had an espresso martini, there we go. 3 espresso martinis coming up. How you doing? Yeah, it was Thanks. Oh my goodness. Like, try the spring. Ooh. Rogue yesterday said to remind her to tell me how long the spring was, but I totally like forgot, because yes, first world problems. But these are some of the things that we saw. So here, I'm still getting used to the fact that I don't have to completely stop sharing, and it's crazy. Irish coffee with beer chasers. So I don't know if any of y'all actually believe in the paranormal, but I was standing on this bridge, and this is a rickety bridge. Like, I mean, a rickety bridge. Let's see. I'm still getting used to this Streamlabs thing, so like, bear with me on my slowness, because you think I'm slow with something as simple user interface like StreamYard. I'm worse with this. It's gonna take a little bit. Hey, Christine. Hey, Joe. Irish car bobs. You mean bombs? Irish car boom booms. Yeah, it's a ghost tour. It's a walking tour. So it was 2.5 miles of walking. But this is what Savannah streets are made out of, like cobblestone. So Savannah was not built for people, like cars. It was built for horse and buggy. But these are people's apartments. Like, this is how you get, could you imagine carrying furniture over that thing? It's literally like 2x6s. It's so rickety, but I was standing here. I was standing on the one I'm on, leaning up against the iron rail, and my friend is standing behind me. And and I looked back at her and I'm like, did you just pull on my leg? She's like, what are you talking about? Like, no one saw her move. I didn't even see her move out of the corner of my eye. And I was like turned back, and all of a sudden I did it again. And it was almost like right next to my knee, someone tugging, like a child size person tugging on your pant leg. Like, hey, pay attention to me. I'm here. It's see, and it technically wasn't a ghost hunt. It's just a tour. But you don't go into like buildings, but you go and you talk about things, talk about the history. We know the tour guide. He's a high school government teacher at the high school that is in town. What? Hey, Radsat 67. God, I love that name. Oh my God. I love that name. Before cell phones and internet, this was constant to us. We lived on Naranja, which is orange in Spanish. There was also Orange Street. Deliveries wound up on Orange Street. Yeah, no one can find my Dad finally got a new computer. Oh my God. Did you look down at Gary Coleman's ghost and knock his shit off? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. If there's several different tours, there's a tour that drives you around in a hearse. And my friend is a history buff. One of the girls that I went with is like knows the history of Savannah really well. She grew up in Savannah. But there is one, the founder of the Methodist Church. There's a statue of him, and like it gives a little like insight into his background. And I'm like, I feel like if I would have like go face to face with this person, I would get set on fire. Like, and it's not in the sense of like, oh, I don't go to church, so if I were to step into church right now, I would set on fire. But I literally felt like I was burning. Weirdest feeling in the world. I told my friend, and she's like, well, yeah, he's kind of infamous for burning women at the stake. Oh. I can't remember his name, but that sounds right. Hold on, let me yeah, John Wesley. I was like, the Wesley sounds right, but it's John, not Charles. Yeah, he there's a statue of him in one of the squares, and Charles Wesley was his younger brother, according to Wikipedia. And I'm like, y'all, that's true. You bring up a really good point, but you know how people joke, like if I were to go to church right now, I would set on fire. So yeah, and Musi, if you contact her, it's great. Like, it's great. She's helped me out with a lot of things. Explain some things that have happened in my house and why they might happen. So it's quite fascinating. Like, she lives in Scotland. She helped my mother find her keys and her work badge in her house in Georgia. Didn't even talk to her. Go look here. And it was crazy enough. It was there. Oh yes, there is a Prohibition museum in Savannah. I did not go there this time, but I have been there when I was an insurance agent. We had an award ceremony thing there. There's a Prohibition museum. It's interesting. Yeah, it's a definitely an interesting time. But I do have some pictures that I will show you. I don't think I've caught anything in any of these pictures, but I will. Yeah. Hey, Laura, how are you? And Adair, how are you? Good morning from AJ's chat. How are you? Yep, that's the number one town, and they are not far away. I'm like an hour-ish tops from Savannah, depending on where you go. But it was like a 2.5 mile tour. So anything that you drink, you tend to walk off, because we had to park, you had to walk there, then you had the 2.5 to 3 mile walking tour. You finish at this bar called Abe's on Lincoln. There is pictures and pictures and pictures of Abraham Lincoln that are drawn by patrons. Let's see if I got a good picture of it. I didn't. I'm so mad I didn't get a good picture of it. It is in my live stream. You see me like tip up the camera and there's all these pictures. They're all Abraham Lincolns. I have updated it. I will give it to you in just a second. And morning, Jude. How are you? I did get your email, Jude. I have to go back and thoroughly like read what you sent me. But thank you for that. Let's see. And I did want to talk about some stuff, but like I'm kind of not wanting to completely talk about stuff since I'm still getting used to how this works. I mean, it's the same as StreamYard, but much, much different. Thank you for that. Yeah, thank you. You're silly. Excuse you, ma'am. What do you think you're doing? You grabbed one of the hooks? What are you going to do with that? Girl, you would think we didn't brush your hair this morning. Oy vey. All right. Stream crabs. Yeah, it's not, it is still taking some getting used to, but like it's not as bad as yesterday. Yesterday was the app, and the app just did not. It's like it was made for, like, Mac was an afterthought, and it does not work. So, but this is, and I'm glad I worked with Captain Kern because I had to change some stuff. That was it was crazy. Yeah, now she's hooked. Yeah, your girlfriend is a sensitive. Yeah, I think my mom is too. Me, on the other hand, I'm not really sure. I was thinking about it. Hey, Tammy. The Lori Daybell trial just seems like it's gonna be too long for my my taste and my attention span and my ability to take care of my daughter, because yeah, like I'm sensitive to everything. So okay, here's a couple of things that I'm like, I don't know how this is gonna work. Okay. Uh-oh, what? I don't like hearing uh-oh from across the new member. So I have to click on this. I don't know what these are gonna look like when they come up on stream. Thank you for being a member for 6 months. So only 6 months feels like I've known forever. And then Tammy, thank you for being a member for 5 months. So I don't particularly like the fact that they come up funky looking. But, you know, like, worse things have happened. I'm still pushing buttons and figuring things out. And, like, you know, this is the first stream that this has actually worked. So it's definitely an interesting one. I'm not sure how super chats are going to work. I don't know if they're actually going to show up on stream and how they're going to show up. I haven't quite figured that out yet. I don't know. Like I don't know. But we do have a couple of super chats that I want to address from last night that I did save, I think. Are you okay? No? Uh-oh. Be careful pushing buttons or you'll end up like the expert. What happened? Double click to update. What? Oh, there we go. It's I'm trying to figure out exactly like how to do certain things. So this is kind of my test stream, but I do have these reaction buttons. So that'll be you know who. Oh yeah, and by the way, in case anybody doesn't know, it is hearing week down in Pensacola. Yeah, the experts Discord got hacked. Oh, thank you, Chris. We'll see. Yeah, I deleted the expert. Like, if you're in the experts Discord, remove yourself from it, because just in case. Okay, it does show up. Okay, thank you for the 2 pounds test. Okay, so that's how that works. All right, and I apologize to the people who super chatted last night and I did not get them. Yeah, he ends up pushing buttons and squirreling his stream. And this is kind of what this is for. And Jeff, thank you for contributing to the chair fund. I did order one. It should be here between the 1st and the 3rd, so that we can take this one to the garbage can. It's not even worth. It's not even worth. It's not even worth donating because it's falling apart, and it's only a year old. Like, I got this when I started my channel, and it's like I was trying to ball on a budget, and apparently my budget for a chair was too low. Okay, it didn't get hacked. Someone had their Discord account hacked and posted things there. They've cleaned those up. Experts Discord is just fine. Good. Last I had checked, he left it, or it had nothing in it, and I just left it. So I'll have to rejoin when I got you got locked into your Discord. Discord was acting funky. You came late to the stream yesterday, Tammy. It wasn't even worth it. But I am going to check. I am going to check Pacer just to see if anything was filed, just to see. We do have a couple updates. She dumped out all my 8.5 by 11 size envelopes, and she's riding her bike over them. So, and yes, yesterday was the 1-year anniversary of my my channel, so that was helpful. Like, it was not a very good channelversary in the sense of like trying to stream. So we do have an article. Oh, if y'all are the praying type, pray for Flash Fan. He had a unfortunate death in the family yesterday. They kind of saw it coming, so it wasn't a shock, but still sad. Pray for him and his whole family. And also, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but when he comes back, I will let him tell everybody. But somebody who's a regular in my streams messaged me this weekend and told me that he put a ring on it, and she said yes. So we have something to be thankful for, and then somebody to support, and just let him know that we're there for him. And I talked to him a little bit yesterday, and so um, somebody with the first name Hung and last name Hero put a ring on it, and she said yes. No rings, brother, run. Like, oh, I'm sorry, Flash fan. Like, we are here for you. We love you, and just know that you take as much time as you need. And if you need anything from any of us, like, we love you. I think that's the old way of doing it like this. I guess now they do like, I don't know, like that. I don't know what that means. 3 rings in a man's life: engagement ring, wedding ring, and suffering. Time for the old ball and chain. All right, so we are going to share screen. Oh no, I don't need more for the. Okay. Jeff, thank you for the $9.99 super chat. No, I don't need more from the chair on Amazon. It does show me I reached my goal. I just wanted to say that I appreciated you for contributing so that I could get a new chair. You're amazing. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt, no more marriages. The only thing that I'm finding that I don't, and I'm not a particularly big fan of, and there might be a way to do it, is super chats. StreamYard puts super chats, like, stars the messages, so you can go back to them later. We can go back to them later. This does not, and I'm wondering if there's a way to do it. I'm just not smart enough to do it. So I'm just, yeah, it's, you know, yeah, I upgraded to the fancy stuff. I don't know if it's the fancy stuff, but here's the thing with the fancy stuff. It's not like super fancy. Well, it is, but StreamYard, I've learned StreamYard is just very basic interface. It's easy to use because it's basic, but they're overcharging for that basic. This is $27 a month for the Ultra. They have a $10 one, a $17 one, and then the Ultra where you can upload your own, like, there's stuff built in that you can have access to. And I figured I might downgrade in the future, but I figured 27 is still cheaper than hey, Mo, how are you? Hi and bye before the Petty Express. Looking great. I love you, Mo. You are so sweet. Oh yes, Mo and her Petty Express trial runs, amazing. I love the Petty Express. Oh, the Petty Express is like the best train in the world. And I'm a more happily single than I was. No more rings for me. Yeah, that happens. Yeah. Let's see. Mo is collecting Tammys as well. Yes. I like to be a Tammy hoarder. And there's a funny thing. The one Tammy that I know in real life, my mother-in-law, does not like me. So it's funny that I have all these Tammys that I get along with really well, and the one Tammy that I wish I got along with really well is not the nicest person in the, Shut up, Roy. I didn't invent the pettyverse. No, like, the pettyverse is what I call it, but Mo has her Petty Express. I can see her. She has blue hair. Swoop has her Petty University. Like, I like petty people, but here's the thing: there's a level of petty that the people that I like keep it under. There's petty but legal. And there's petty and illegal, and we don't cross that line of like petty and immoral or illegal. But like my kind of petty would be or is like Bubbles. He tries to bring people down to his level. My level of petty is going to the judge and everything I write being super professional, super like I want to say a whole bunch of stuff, but I don't, because I make him look like a worse person than he is in the beginning, or he is anyway. I'm a yes, sir, no, sir. You know, like, you are uber professional. You are uber sweet. You kill him with kindness. You kill him with respect. And that's my kind of petty, because if you're going to try to get me to stoop down to your level, like he does, because that's what he's doing. He was baiting Randy. He is baiting Randy. And it's never, if you've ever watched a game of football, you know, it's not the person who initiates the bullshit. It's the person who retaliates that always gets the penalty and always get yelled at. It's never the person who initiates it. So that's my kind of petty. Like, yes, never rise to the bait. Yes. There's some people who you can't teach a lesson. Yes, the best revenge is succeed. And honestly, this is driving me nuts. I love this haircut, but like, it's too short for me because I like being able to go like this, and I can't. So even though it's cute, yeah. Oh, yeah. But Flash fan, you and I have talked about this so many times. Just because you want to say something does not mean you should say something. Like, and just because you can. So that's the thing. Like, I can say anything I want in my own head, but it's like, you know, it's like, yes, sir, no, sir, thank you, have a nice day. And I'm also the type of person who writes, when I ask for something, thank you in advance. So if you feel bad, or you say no, then you feel bad because I already thanked you. Like, that's my kind of petty. Hey, Living Life with FND, how are you today, Sarah? Are you going live today, or did you already go live today? What's the odds on him showing a no-show? Wouldn't be good with the same judge on the second case. Yeah, I think he'll show up. I think he will. I think he has no choice. I think he has no choice, and it's just one of those situations where I just think he has no case, or no choice. If he doesn't show up, really? Oh my goodness. And thank you. Oh my goodness. Oh, sweet. Sorry, I'm just looking at my Amazon list. Thank you so much, Steph. Like, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Like, I just, y'all are something else. Like, I don't know how to express the level of like how blessed I am that y'all support this show and this channel and my ridiculousness and my crazy. Not till Wednesday at 9, but I might tomorrow. Okay. Did I email you back? Because this is my kind of thing. I see your email and I'm like, okay, I got to respond tonight or this afternoon when I'm sitting down. And then when I'm sitting down, I'm thinking of like 10 other things that I have to do and I forget to respond. Was it Wednesday that we had talked about doing a dual stream? And if you haven't subscribed to Living Life with FND, the series that I want to do with people about being able to bring them on and tell their stories about their interactions with our medical system, be it positive or negative. Most of the time, unfortunately, it's negative, but letting the rest of the world know that these people do exist. And just because one person has had a really good experience with the medical system and getting a correct diagnosis and a diagnosis on the first try and having your medical teams actually show you some respect. Mostly this happens with chronic pain patients. However, it does happen with a lot of other people too. Sarah is my one of my muses for this topic. Not only my own situation, but her situation is kind of like, and the fact that a lot of the people who watch my channel are chronic pain, chronic disease, things that are not like FND, not a normal diagnosis, hard to see. You can't see it. Everybody's different. You could have two people with the same diagnosis, completely different. EDS, POTS, many people who have these invisible diseases, they feel pain. Y'all don't see it because they look fine. Like I can actually put my watch or my Whoop band back on. It's tender, but it's not making me want to scream in pain like I want to. Imagine Bubbles is going to court, but when he sees Larry and Jeremy, will have a meltdown. I think. Okay, y'all remember? What's up, Angel? You got rug burn, didn't you? Yeah, come here, baby. Come here, boo. She's laying on the rug, and I think she gave herself rug burn. Yeah, you want to come up here? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Come on. You want to say hi? Hi. Hi. Tell everybody you say hi. Hi. So I think we're gonna have a David Gingras repeat, where David Gingras called the cops on. Hey, baby. There you go. You're okay. Mwah. Oh my goodness, crazy. Yeah, I can't express how grateful I am for everybody. I saved up some money knowing that I was going to buy things when I moved into the house because I stopped kind of caring so much about decorating the house that I lived in, knowing that we were going to move. Like when they're selling the house that we live in, we have to move. Like hey Lori. But I did not think about everything. Rugs, the fact that we have no carpet. So like I had a small mop for the kitchen and the bathrooms, and I bought a different mop. Like it's one of those it's one of those things that you don't think about like that until you have to figure it out. Garage shelving. I had one, but now we have a bunch of stuff that's sitting on the floor that I would like to put on shelves and keep organized. We had a storage room with one shelf in it, and we had they had a shed, not a great shed, but they had a shed that we could put some of our stuff in, and we don't have that here. So everything that we can't get in the attic is in the garage. Like yeah, has BB put an emotion yet? Eric, you win. Oh my God. There's always generally one or two comments that people put in the chat on a daily basis that like makes me like lose my composure and just makes me laugh. This is could you imagine? Like could you imagine what the judge would do? Yeah, it has many conditions that parallel with each other. It's crazy. And then there's Bruce, who's a chronic pain in your. Hey, King Bob, I saw you earlier. I'm sorry I didn't say hi to you, or if I did, I don't remember. It's just chronic pain sufferer, 20 plus years dealing with stupid doctors who don't know shit, say you have herniated discs and DDD, but don't understand why you're in so much pain. Yeah, well, from working in rehab and doing some continuing ed, chronic pain actually changes the structure of your brain. If you look at a functional MRI of someone with no pain, which I can't imagine what no pain is like. So when people say they don't have any pain, you to me are like unicorns. Because for us with chronic pain, it's not are we in pain, it's how tolerable is our pain. It's not are you in pain today? It's what is your pain level today? And yes, a lot of doctors don't understand it, but if you look at a functional MRI of someone with no pain and someone with chronic pain, their brain structure changes. Or if you look at the same MRI or the same functional MRI of someone before they had chronic pain, and then they have chronic pain, and you take it when they're in pain, the structure of their own brain changes. It's odd, but it's fascinating. Larry and Chandler will be there too. Yeah, if it was in Gainesville, I might go. Because Gainesville is, let's see, how far is Gainesville? Hey Siri, how do I get to Gainesville? Florida.
Yeah.
Gainesville is 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
Roughly. Pensacola is like 7. So if it was in Gainesville, I might go, because that's a day trip.
Mama.
I don't need carpet, but I need like rugs. I'm not putting wall to wall carpet in, but I am putting like, I have a rug underneath my desk. I have a small rug in here that she lays on. It's like a 4x6. But I am getting a nice 8x10 rug for the living room. It's going to be the same pattern as this one. It's just going to it's going to be the same pattern as this one. It's just one of those situations of yeah. No carpet makes cleaning easy, but carpet means big echoes. Owning the space means you're not limited to what you can do to walls, but you have to worry about more what's behind them. Yeah, I am putting I did get some more of these panels that y'all sent. I am going to put those in baby Squid's closet, because you can hear, like, I'm going to make a little design in her closet, so when she's older it can be a pin, like a bulletin board, because she has a little walk-in closet. So sorry ads, sorry, but ads are one of those ways that I can earn a little bit of money without y'all sending super chats. That way I don't have to be reliant on super chats. What are you doing?
I'm with you.
Oh, have a kiss. Mwah. Thank you. You're sweet. I agree. I live life with chronic pain daily. It's the pain level. I don't know what's worse. The pain. Oh my goodness. Oh, Barb. I'm so sorry.
Mama.
You've had to learn to live with it. Yeah, and that's half the. Okay, hold on. Oh, you want mommy's watch? Okay. Well, good thing it's locked. Oh my goodness. How was the rest of your Friday? Did you get arrested for being too drunk? No. I wasn't drunk. That's the thing. Like, I had, in the span of 7 hours, I had 4 drinks in 7 hours and 5 miles of walking. So it's not, it's, the prices that I looked up last week were about $100 different. However, it was last minute, so who knows what it was when There was a story of a guy who walks into emergency room with the bone protruding from his arm. An explosion. They start going. Turned out I'm assuming it wasn't his bone. Yeah. Yeah. Hey Kevin, how are you? My day is consumed by pain and efforts to control it. Yeah, that's why I went, like, when I went to the gym, and it was like I told you all, I went to the gym and I worked out, but it's kind of one of those situations of, before y'all go, the people who don't understand go, well, you're in pain. How did you go to the gym? I'm going to be in pain whether I go to the gym or not. So I might as well give myself a they only get a limited amount of studies and specialized care, but 2020 is eliminated CUs, and when they have jam-packed facility patients. I have to do 12 continuing ed units or credits per year, so 36 every 3 years to maintain my license. And even though I'm not working, I still want to maintain my certification, because one, it allows me to get a job easier if I go back to work in that field. And secondly, you're locked out of the watch for 14 minutes because you didn't put in the right passcode. No. Okay. It's 4 drinks in 7 hours. You weren't in the damn. I don't drink anymore. Those were my first drinks in, I want to say, maybe like this year. Maybe since New Year's. I don't know. I can't remember. I don't remember the last time I drank. So, and I only drank what I drank because they were specialty things. The espresso martini is not so a special thing, but like one of the bars that was on the stop had a butter pecan shot, which was delicious. Then there was like I can't remember the name of it, but it's a punch that is Savannah is known for. I just can't remember what the name of it is. But it's one of those like crazy like only in Savannah things. I'm disappointed that she was gonna get this. Hey, what are we talking about? Yeah. Ma'am, please don't push that over my Hold on, baby. Hold on. Oh my goodness. There you go, boo. There you go. Bye. Bye. Oh, the little one. Now she sees herself twice on screen. Haven't drank 20. All right. And Taz, thank you for the $5 super chat. Love and hugs for my girls. Not that I get enough. Appreciate that. Not that I get that many super chats, and trust me, they're not required. They're just fun. But I don't know on here how to save or star them and save them for the end or things like that. Whereas StreamYard puts them in a separate tab, and I can open it up and I can see all the super chats and the member chats. It's like, doing okay. It was just, yeah. It was just one of those things of like, I know what's supposed to happen, and the fact that it was not happening was frustrating, and I couldn't figure out why what I had was not working. Whoa. Bad. No, it wasn't the trolls. It was trying to figure out Streamlabs yesterday. For some reason, it made me download the app. It would not let me function. It would not let me function without downloading the app, which I don't know why. And the app royally screwed up my computer because, according to Captain Curd, the app is for gaming, and the Talk Studio is for this. It's just one of those. And yeah, it seems to be okay. Still getting used to things. separating out super chats is one thing that I don't know how to do or don't know if they have it. It's hey Just Jay, how are you? Oh my god, and can someone put Just Jay Hip's link in the chat, because he's got a channel and it is hilarious. He is doing a lot with the what I don't understand, the situation that is over my head, the Michael Volpe stuff. That whole situation is outside of my purview, but if you want some entertainment, y'all that's the place to get it. And I don't know how to put yes, right there. Thank you, J80 Buck. I appreciate you. I just I don't know how to do certain things yet. So I'm like, how do I put the chat on screen? Because I know it's possible to bring the chat up on screen. I just don't know how. This is Streamlabs. And this is my first stream with Streamlabs, and it's actually working. So it is working. There's just certain things that from StreamYard is so different. There's certain things that I actually do like better about StreamYard, surprisingly. You know. And Just J Hip, thanks for the $1.99 super chat. Happy YouTube birthday, bud. Thank you so much. I can't believe it's been a year, and what a year it has been. Yes, you will. I think this is actually easier in that respect. I don't, but yes, you will. And whenever you want to, you're always welcome. Yes. When we get time, we can go over that and setting up the chat bot. Yes, and bots. I can have bots. I just don't know. I don't know how. I'm doing great. Usually can't grab you live, but it worked out today. Well, I hope it worked out for a good reason and not a bad reason. Yeah. Oh. In case you didn't know, I don't even like Squid. I'm court ordered to mod for her because I backed into her truck and didn't have insurance. I don't know how we got started on that, but I don't think it will ever I don't think it'll ever go away. It doesn't work on that on the desktop. I don't know about like an iPad or an iPhone. But when I have been on Captain Kern's stream, and back before I even knew what Streamlabs was, it is super easy when someone sends you a link to get online from a phone or an iPad. It was super easy. It's a reporting on your presence over here, JKD Buck on Wednesday. Oh my god. So JKD Buck is one of my my OGs. I think he subscribed to me when I had less than 100 subscribers. And Ray, aka Ball Python King, just became a member. Welcome to Tentacle Nation. It is an interesting experience, to say the least. We're kind of oddballs. I'm the redheaded ugly stepchild of YouTube. I'm a loner. And hey, Timothy, how are you? So one thing I am learning is that there's just certain things that are off. Like I'm looking for certain stuff and like I can't find it. Yeah, he was here before you. I think he might have been one of the first 50. I'm not sure though. And Duncan, Idaho, celebrating 6 months of membership. Hey, from Washington. How's Georgia treating you? Right now, humid as all hell. It's It's humid. It's supposed to be in the 80s today. You and Slug are the normal ones. I wouldn't go that far. But there's also no such thing as normal, and normal, if you are normal, is overrated. Yeah. Legal Vices was up for plugging Squid's channel in his chat. He wanted this community to grow, and grow it has. Legal Vices was also, Legal Vices was on my stream doing a fundraiser for Hurricane Debbie around here, which flooded a lot of things and had a lot of dam breaches. He was one of my biggest cheerleaders. He is he is greatly missed. Yeah. I feel like even though we weren't super close, like I have not been the same. And before I get teary-eyed and stuff, like I have not been the same, and my channel has not been the same since he passed away. There's just like this, And Patrick, thank you for the one gifted Squid Pro Quo membership. God, I can't even say my own name. Oh, and this is the different one of the differences that I actually like. It shows me in this chat who got the gifted membership. That's interesting. Yeah, and I can't we're just gonna end that conversation. Oh, definitely. I just yeah. Before we get all teary-eyed and stuff. Yeah, for the better. Yeah, he's definitely a special one. But Connor, if you have not heard Connor is Jeff's son. Sounds a lot like Jeff, and has his own channel now, Vice Baby. So Duncan, Idaho, how are you? Yeah. On that note, we do have a couple of updates. And this was from a few days ago. Flash Fan sent me this because he is my my go-to for sending me all the information that I could ever ask for and more, because his ability to research things is way better than mine. I once called you Quo Pro Squid. And the funny thing is when people say that I used to troll people, or trolls or whatever, I actually changed my name on YouTube to troll somebody, and it just stuck. So we are going to D-Day's coming for BBB. Yeah. Yeah. I hope some accountability is coming. I can. He had he was on a vacation. He lived in Korea, but he lived around Busan, whatever they're calling it these days. And he went to Seoul for a weekend, and he unfortunately had a heart attack and passed away back in December, I think December 15th. But Taz, this is so true. So what had happened was, and I actually did my speech topics for when I went back to college to try to finish my bachelor's and my master's. My topic when I worked at the hospital at the time, going back to school. Medicare changed how they reimburse doctors. Instead of looking at the outcome or the process, they looked at how patients were satisfied with the outcomes. And happy patients mean patients without pain. So when patients were without pain, what were they given? Lots of pain meds. And then they figured out that, oh, that's not a good idea to get people hooked on pain meds. So they changed it again. And now you have a bunch of people who got their bodies got adapted to having pain meds. And now you are so scared of giving pain meds because you don't want to have your license revoked for overprescribing or getting patients addicted. And then now it's backwards. Um, uh, it's so the government and Medicare guidelines started this opioid crisis, and now they're backtracking too much. Um, yeah, it's complicated, but basically, and whatever Medicare does for reimbursement and like therapies and all that, private insurances adopt. That's why it's pretty much all the same across the board. It's just now that everything goes through the VA, much easier for you. All my stuff goes through the VA, and I still it still sucks sometimes. It's not horrible, but it's not good. It's not good. So I yeah, my journey though, if you're a member, I did a members only stream about my my Chiari journey. I might make that not members only anymore, just so everybody else can see it too. I'm still getting used to how to do it members only and then release it to the rest of the chat or the rest of YouTube and the public. So, you know, that's also a up for debate. But everything is up for debate, you know, because one person can have an excellent experience and the next person can have the worst experience ever. And it's kind of a crapshoot what you're going to get. It's like a box of chocolates. Yeah. Hey, Don. Yeah, they had gone beyond and now pain patients suffer. I'm with you and know what it's like. Yeah, luckily I am not to the point where I use my TENS unit a lot. This I'm kind of just suffering through because I don't want to go on like gabapentin or anything. So I'm hesitant to ask or talk to them about it because I'm afraid they're going to put me on something. But a lot of my patients were in that situation. And that's kind of what, when I went to speech class and I do 3 speeches throughout the semester, that's why I wanted to do them on that topic, because I had an insight and it was a problem, and I wanted to do more research on it. Hey, Tracy, Medicare guidelines is why I can't get a GCM for my diabetes, not in Medicare. Yeah, Medicare guidelines kind of, when Medicare changes, it's not far behind where private insurance changed to. Gabapentin didn't work for you. Yeah, gabapentin was given to the Mr. Squid for sleep, but your condition, in layman's terms, your brain is closer to your ass than it should be. Yes, my brain was herniated out of my skull by 7.5 millimeters. As an old guy, what I'm seeing, a lot of corporate practices stop negotiating with insurance companies, including TRICARE, and only take Medicare and Medicaid. Why? And that's the $1 million question. There's a why. Why did these things happen? It's just like, all right. So here is an article. This is one of those cases that I started covering when it happened back in July of last year. It is a case involving a child. I don't normally cover cases involving a child. However, this one I'm covering because this is living in a southern state where it gets very, very hot. This is a massive, massive fear of mine. Doing what this man did. Whether it's an accident or it's not an accident remains to be seen. But having a toddler, having hot climate, this is a huge fear of mine. So this is Christopher Schultz. Arizona father rejects plea deal in daughter's hot car death. This is one of those things where you can't get documents because it's Arizona and you have to actually go into the courthouse and get documents. They aren't posted online anywhere because Arizona is just that, just that fun. This was from March 27th, Marana, Arizona. An Arizona man is set to stand trial for unaliving after rejecting a plea deal related to the death of his young daughter in a hot car last summer. According to 13 News in Tucson, Christopher Schultz appeared in court on Thursday morning to discuss a plea deal that would have reduced the charges to second-degree unaliving. However, he rejected the offer, and his case will proceed to trial, where he will face charges of first-degree unaliving and I truly think he rejected it because he thinks that it was an accident. And I understand that some things are accident and unintentional, but people still need to be held accountable for some things. I mean, if it was brought down to manslaughter, I might have taken that plea deal, but I don't know. It's hard either way. And taking a plea deal also admits that you're guilty. And if you don't think you're guilty, we had a CPS worker do that here, and the law covered it up, didn't even stick it on the news, but people knew the place where 2 kids passed away because she left them inside a hot car. Yeah, do not leave your pets and your children, not necessarily in that order, but like pets and children, like people who can't advocate for themselves, like a 10, 12, 14-year-old, teenager, fine. You want to leave them in the car because they can open the door if they get too hot. But it's one of those things that I hate people that covered that. This just makes me angry right there. But he was warned multiple times by his wife not to leave the kids in the car. And the messed up part about it is the other kids were in the house. This was not his only child. The charges stem from the death of Schultz's two-year-old daughter in Marana last year. Around 4 p.m. on July 9th, police and fire crews responded to a home near those streets and found a young girl unresponsive in the backseat of a car. She was pronounced unalived a short time later. The temperature at the time was 109 degrees. Per paramedics who responded, the autopsy report stated that the girl had a body temperature of 108.9 degrees. 108.9 degrees. Sure. Sure, Taz. It's just sad. Schultz reportedly told officers that he and his daughter came home earlier in the day after running errands, but said the girl was asleep, so he left her in the running car with the air conditioner while he went inside. Later that afternoon, Schultz's wife came home from work and asked where their daughter was. They both rushed outside and found the girl strapped in her car seat, not moving. Schultz also told police that they got home around 2 p.m., but nearby security video showed that they arrived at the house shortly before 1 p.m. Investigators believe she had been in the car for about 3 hours. He also told investigators, based on previous experience, he knew his vehicle had a safety feature that would shut off the engine after 30 minutes. So you knew that the car shut off after 30 minutes and you forgot about your child. Yeah, that is where the issue of, is this an accident or was it negligence, comes into play, because he knew the engine shut off after 30 minutes. You left her in there because she was sleeping. God, I hope that baby never woke up. Like, I pray that she passed away in her sleep and not, she didn't wake up, because I couldn't imagine her waking up crying because she's all by herself, strapped into a car seat, and now she's, suffering. Yeah, he was inside. I think he was inside playing video games. I don't know Nintendo, but yeah. It's mm, mm-mm. Oh, actually, your 5-year-old knew how to get out of the car seat and refused to. His 12-year-old sister stayed with him. He had a seatbelt booster, so he could undo it, both sliding doors. See, and that's a little different, but you also knew that he was there, and you went and I'm assuming you went and checked on him, and the fact that his 12-year-old sister was there meant somebody, was she could go and get you if anything was wrong. But he straight up left. Yeah, it's just. Police later released the body cam video of their interaction with Schultz. We did watch that. He was arrested later that week. According to the interim complaint, Schultz's other 2 children, ages 5 and 9, said their father had left all three of them in the car regularly, and that he got distracted by playing his game and putting his food away. When their sister was in the car, investigators impounded a 2023 Acura MDX, also confiscated several electronics from the home, including a PlayStation gaming console. The complaint also detailed that Schultz received a text message from his wife while their daughter was being rushed to the hospital. "I told you to stop leaving them in the car. How many times have I told you?" That text read, to which he responded, "Babe, I'm sorry. We've lost her. She was perfect." His wife texted back, and he responded, "Babe, our family, how could I do this? I killed our baby. This can't be real." Well, Schultz pleaded not guilty in court last August, and talks of a possible plea deal began in November. His trial is tentatively set for October. So, hey, Island, how are you, my friend? He should have been arrested for that mustache. Yeah, he's looking very Ron Jeremy. Yeah. Yeah, this is nightmare material for parents. I feel bad for the guy, but at the same time, it's your kid. Yeah, you don't want to wake them up, but you don't leave them in the car. Yeah, honestly, she's been asleep sometimes when we've gotten home, and I've sat in the car for an extra like 5 minutes while it's running, so that she could get sleep, because I knew that if I woke her up, she wasn't going to get back to sleep. And naps are few and far between these days because somebody decides that she does not like naps. But that being said, like, I would rather have a pissed off kid who's alive than, this right here. Yep, accidental or intentionally, still responsible. And as a parent, we have the responsibility to know where our children are at all times, especially a 2-year-old. Yep. Speaking of 2-year-old, she's sitting on her little couch over here. Oh, Spawn Trooper, are you feeling better? You feeling better? Hey, King Bob's Queen, how are you? CNN once said parents should leave something important in the back seat, like cell phones, so you don't forget your child. So I took that as your child isn't important enough. It's one of those things that I can totally I can understand certain situations, like say you have a routine, you leave for work every morning, and your significant other takes the children to daycare, and all of a sudden you have to take the child to daycare, but you're in your morning routine and your body's on autopilot and you forget that you have your child with you, especially if they're really quiet in the car seat. I can understand, but you always check. And now in cars, there's I guess in new vehicles, there are sensors to tell you to look in the back seat. So I can understand. Yes, we are. That's the other thing we're going to kind of get into. There's another yeah. I got nothing for that one. Flash fan, yes, I did. It's just there's another case where a grandmother left her granddaughter in the car and she passed away. It's not the first grandbaby that passed away in her care. Oh, That just, ugh. Yeah, you gotta stop drinking so much Dr. Pepper. How about some water? Yeah. Ugh. Or the Nintendo controller. Yeah. Uh, it's she's got music on and she's just, yeah. And this was not the first time that he left their children in the car, as said by stated by his wife. And that, I think that text message from his wife is going to be the primary evidence used against him. The fact that this was not the first time that he had done this. So it's not like it was an accident. He has a history of doing this. So it's just, oh my goodness. I have never had kids personally myself, been with women that has kids and other men with other men, but I haven't never left the kids no time. Yeah, it's just, it's unfortunate. But yeah. But here's my thing too. Okay, if you're 9 years old, I'm wondering if the 9-year-old, because his other kids were 5 and 9, the 9-year-old said that she wasn't surprised, or maybe they have a teenager. I cannot remember. But as the oldest child who was there, being 9 years old, wouldn't you think to check on your sibling? I mean, not to say that it's the 9-year-old's responsibility, but I can imagine that I would be like, where's my sister? Or are you, is she awake yet? Like, because that's the thing. I don't know. But it also wasn't the first time she had texted him that. So, it might be brought in as prior bad acts or to show a history. So just because it's from her, I don't know. That'll be something that the judge has to decide on. But if the jury sees that, I think he's a goner, so to speak. In the sense of if I was the jury, there would be no coming back from that. I can't even imagine what that would be like. But we have been going at it for an hour and a half. Flash fan, I will do a oh, they were both there. The two other kids were in the car when they got home. It was July 9th, so it was summer. So it was July of 2024. So it was July 9th, 2024, and it was 109 degrees outside in Arizona. So it's yeah. Send an updated video on that Wisconsin teen. There's talks of him plotting against the government. Well, I don't exactly hate that, but the unaliving, that's a yeah. An hour and a half, no crash. Yes. An hour and a half, and I'm not horrible at this. I don't hate it as much as I did yesterday. It's taking some getting used to. I just have to make sure that oh yes, Flash fan. When you're ready to come back and you just take your time. Yeah, you have a Spawn has a mission for you. The video looked awesome. Sweet. No pixelation. Nice. Great. Hey, Stats. Haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing this morning? Hope everything is good with you. We caught at the very end of our stream. It's kind of a weekend recap, a chill stream, trying to figure out this stuff. I wanted to do a grift stream for my first anniversary of my channel. But you know me, I suck at that. So y'all have a great day. I did pin the top of the Amazon list to the top of the chat. I do have like a gift card fund that because we need a ladder because we have to clean out the gutters. Because after yesterday we found out that our gutters are clogged. So we have to get a ladder. We are borrowing one from my friend, but I've been borrowing one from this friend for about 3 weeks, and I have to give it back. So we need to we need to we need to buy our own. So I do have a thing where you don't have to buy a gift, but you can contribute $1 to $3, $5 to the Amazon gift list instead of sending a super chat. So, because I understand why some people send super chats, because in larger streams, it's the way to get the creator to acknowledge your chat, which I get. But sometimes, for the most part, I can keep up with chat. I do forget sometimes. You got this. Oh, you're freaking awesome. Freaking awesome. Here's the one switch plate. The one we got, I forgot that the other one, I forgot that she has 2 light switches in her room. One's for the closet. So I will see if I can find it. There we go. This is the switch plate that we got. So the other one is the single to match it. So I'm sure we'll be fine. I appreciate the concern, but Mr. Squid's going to do it this weekend because it gives him something to do. If I was that guy's lawyer, could you not get that text thrown out under spousal privilege? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know what the Arizona laws are on that. And I am not a lawyer. I am just someone who enjoys learning about the law and following interesting cases from around the country. The only way we know what you need for the house is to keep it updated. I did put curtains on there for the bedroom because the curtains that we have in there now are 2 panels that are like completely at their most stretched out point because they're too small for the windows. They will be going into the bed or the bathroom because we have a window in our bathroom. And yeah, I would really like curtains in my bathroom because yeah, I think even though we have blinds in there, I would still like curtains in my bathroom because and even more privacy. Even Squid has a honey-do list. No, I said that I would do it. And he said, save it for the weekend and I will do it. So it gives me something to do. Mr. Squid gets bored easily. He has a boredom problem. He used to work 6/12s. He is used to working all the time. So when he is home and like the little is doing her own thing, I am doing my own thing, he is bored. So a honey-do list is not entirely a bad thing for him. So, some of the Squid's like, if you don't do this, someone will be sleeping on the couch. Whoa, Flash fan. No. Because here's the thing. She went to sleep with him last night. After she had her tantrum, she was in a little bit of pain. We got her fixed up. She was in here with me for a couple minutes while I was working with Captain Kern, and then she took my phone and disappeared. She went to bed with her father. When I got done working with Captain Kern, I went in there and she's passed out with my phone playing YouTube Kids. So she slept in my bed last night with her dad, and I slept in her room. So I've slept in my room approximately 4 times since we've moved into this house. So, Jeff, you are too kind. You are too kind. I don't even, like I said, I don't know how to express how thankful I am for this community. Like, I just don't, like, it just, just can't. The and stats, when are you going to do after all the lawsuits are over in Otter Creek? Want to get boring down there? It's Florida. It's never boring. There's always something. Like I just can't, like, and I told Kat and Kern, like, I don't know how I got so lucky to have a community like this. Like, I don't know what I did to deserve any of this. Like, I just like, grab a cup of coffee, enjoy the info, news, reveals, and fun with Squid. All right. I need to send you something. I'll send a ham. Well, so there is that light switch. I will send you guys pictures of things. Let me hide this. Let me show. This is what we did on. This is what we did on Saturday. This is why I have so many strawberries. So we went strawberry picking. So, like, I will update it. Mostly it's like I started doing those gift card funds because, like, that way y'all don't have to buy something. You can just contribute $1 to every little bit helps. That's my only, like, grifty thing. We went strawberry picking. So yeah. We got a whole bunch of strawberries that we need to go eat. Hey, baby girl, you want some strawberries? Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go get some strawberries. I think Mo is live, so we are going to redirect over to Mo. Let me set it up. Case the Mondays. Customization. Redirect. Mo in the Deep End. Petty Express. Michigan versus Linda Sturmer, I think. Day 2, part 2. Oh. Denise will take some strawberries too. If I could get them to you, I would. They had a whole thing there with, like, bouncy houses and stuff like that. But y'all have a great rest of your day. If anything goes crazy, I will do a live stream. Other than that, I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a great day. Bye, guys.